Hi there YouTube, I wanted to make a quick video for you about a couple of purchases that I've picked up of the interweb. Both of these are Super Nintendo flight sticks. A lot of people didn't realise that they actually made a couple of these for the Super Nintendo. But here they are, both of them right here. Well, these are the only ones that I knew of that existed. We have the Quickshot 2B Python, and we have the Tecno Plus Super Nintendo flight stick. Both of these pretty much act in the same way. They act like a Super Nintendo controller, however the layout's different. So obviously your left, right and up and down are all controlled by this, and the buttons are on the top and the front, and we have the L and R and select and start over here. And on this one, much the same layout, you know, A, B, X, Y up top. There's another A button down the front here. Have start, select, L and R. One of these joysticks, though, is actually more superior than the other, and I'll make that fairly evident. If we flip them around, I'll give you a view of the back as well. And it becomes quite evident which one is the more superior here. And it's for a number of reasons, actually. First up, let's point up a couple of features. Both of these have a button here called the slow button. There's one here, which will switch there, and there's one up top here. What the slow button does, it hits the start button about every second or so. So it's just on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. It's actually quite an irritating feature, but for some people who are struggling to get past a tricky bit in the game, that might be helpful. Now the other thing here, in this model here, the Tecno Plus, we've got turbo buttons. So there's three settings. There's off, you move it up slightly and it'll go to turbo, and then you move it up once more and it goes to auto. Off is just acting like a standard button. You hit it and it turns on. Turbo, when you hit it and hold it, the button will keep shooting. Bang, 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 bang. Great for a lot of shmups, as they're called, or shoot-em-ups for people that don't know the lingo. And then there's the auto button up top, which when you hold, regardless if you're holding it down or not, it's always shooting. Now, the other thing that makes this one more superior than the Python is, you'll notice when I move this around, dead quiet. However, with this one here, you'll immediately hear that clicking noise. Now, back in the good old days, you actually wanted your joystick to make the clicking noise because it meant it had microswitches, whereas this one did not. These ones were far more prone to failure, whereas the ones with microswitches would pretty much last you forever. I'm actually lucky enough that both of these still work. However, not all the buttons in this one are micro-switched. In fact, there's only the two buttons that are micro-switch, which are both the A buttons, the one at the front here and the one at the bottom. But all the directions, obviously, are micro-switched as well. Whereas this one, none of them are micro-switched. They're all just standard buttons. They both work really well. They do exactly what they say they're going to do. I did try playing a few side-scrollers with them that they were pretty useless at. However, some of the flight stick games like, you know, Wing Commander, Star Fox, Turn and Burn, they were really quite good with. I really enjoyed playing them in that manner. So yeah, there you go. There's my review. If you want to find one, good luck finding one on eBay. They are pretty few and far between, but they're a good addition to anybody's collection. Just don't use them for side-scrollers. That's my recommendation anyway. Alright, thanks. See ya.